You wake up in the morning and what do? You get yourself ready to go to school. But you don't have to go to school this time because school is closed. School at home, school at home. Let's get ready for some school at home. School at home, school at home. It's time for school at home.
Good morning, friends. Today is Wednesday, and today we're going to look at the weather. Not just the weather outside, but also what a weather forecast is, how to read it, and how to understand what it's telling us. But first, like every day, let's look at the date. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd. 2 2s. That makes 22. Today's Wednesday, April 22nd. Let's find Wednesday on our days of the week. Was that fast? Can you find it again? Monday, Tuesday. There it is. Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. We're in the exact middle of the week. Wednesday, April 22nd. Let's look for the 22nd on our days of the month. Remember, it has 2 2s. Well, all these numbers start with a 1. But these numbers start with a 2. Do you see one of these numbers that has a 2 and another 2? You're right. Here it is. Today's the 22nd. Wednesday, March 22nd. And like I mentioned, we're going to look at how to read a weather forecast today. We're going to start by finding one online. Then we're going to look at a few different types to determine how to understand them. Because you can always look outside and figure out what the weather is. But how do you know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow or the next day or the next day? Let's figure it out together.
If we want to figure out what the weather is today and what the temperature is today and for the rest of the week, all you have to do is look it up online. I went to google.com and in here I'm going to search weather forecast. That means it's going to happen after. It's in the future. Forecast. And I'm going to look it up for the city of Orange. It already knows that's what I want to look up. So then I can press enter, or since it's already here, I'm just going to select it. Now, it was that easy. You can see the forecast and the weather. Now, I recorded this a day early, so it might say Tuesday, but we can still see the weather for the whole week. The big number at the top is the weather right now. Then we can find the days of the week, just like we practice the days of the week every day on our paper. See here it says TUE. That means Tuesday. What letters are these? Right, there's a W there, a WED. WED stands for Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. It's gonna be hot today, 85. Then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, Sunday looks a little different. For Sunday, there's pictures of clouds. That's the cool thing about lots of forecasts. Even if you might not understand what the number says, it shows a picture. This picture shows that Sunday, it's going to be sunny and cloudy. I'm sure it'll be a really pretty day. The rest of the days of the week all have a yellow circle that means sunny. Just like today, it's sunny, just like we saw outside. That's great. But do you think all forecasts look the same? No. The forecast looks different depending where you get it from. I'll show you. This weather forecast is longer and it looks a little different because it's facing down, but it still has the same information. On this side, it says the date, today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It even says what day of the month, April 27th, April 28th, April 29th, April 30th, and then May. And next to the date, it has the picture of if it's going to be sunny or cloudy or rainy. It also has the word. It has the high temperature and the low temperature. It also tells us if it's going to rain. See the little raindrop? And about the wind. All the forecasts have similar information, but it's just laid out differently. Now, let's see if we can find the information on a forecast. Let's do it together. All right, let's practice some reading of these forecasts together. Now, here it says we have a 5-day forecast. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And the question asked, what is the weather going to be on Tuesday? So we're going to look back on Tuesday. See how it says T-U-E for Tuesday. What's the weather going to be? Is it going to be sunny or is it going to be cloudy? Right, the picture shows a sun. It's sunny. So to put my answer, I'm going to move my circle over sunny. Nice, we did it. Do you think we can do another one together? Great, let's do it. Here's another weather forecast. Now the question says, what's the weather going to be like on Friday? F for Friday. Let's look for Friday. This says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. What's the weather look like? What was that? Yeah, it's raining on Friday. It's supposed to rain on Friday. So I'm going to move this over. Rain. That was so good. Let's do another one. What is the weather going to be like on Monday? Let's look for an M to help us find Monday. There it is, an M. This says Monday. Oh, what's that weather say? This is a tricky one. That says it's going to snow. It doesn't normally snow in this part of California, so we're not as used to that weather. Let's put this over snow. Nice work. Let's do a couple more. Oh, this question's harder. What is the high temperature on Monday? High is the bigger number. High means as hot as it's going to get that day. The low would be the little number that's below it. The low is the colder temperature that day. but it's asking for the high on Monday. The high on Monday is this number, a 5 and a 6. Do you see a 5 and a 6 down here? You're right, there's a 5 and a 6. Let's move our green circle over the 5 and the 6 for 56 degrees will be the high on Monday. What's this next one say? What is the temperature going to be on Wednesday? Now, Wednesday starts with a W. Can you find one of these days of the week that starts with a W? Let's look together. Does this day start with a W? No, that starts with an M for Monday. Does this day start with a W? No, silly, that says T for Tuesday. Does this have a W for Wednesday? It does. You're right. There's a W for Wednesday. So it's asking for the temperature on Wednesday. Not the weather, but the temperature. The temperature is going to be 75, a 7 and a 5. Can you help me find the 7 and the 5 on these numbers below? Is this a 7 and a 5? Nope, that's an 82, an 8 and a 2. Is this a 75? Nope, that's an 8 and a 0. Is this a 75? Yeah, that's a 7 and a 5. Nice work, 75 degrees. Now, some of the ones that we do are going to require more reading. But you have your mom or your dad or your brother or your sister or your grandma and grandpa that can help you. This question says, what is the weather going to be on Monday? So on Monday, this is again the picture of snow. So then we have to find the word that says snowing. These words say partly cloudy. This word says snowing. And this word says cloudy. Which word says snowy? Yeah, this middle one says it's going to be snowing on Monday. That's correct. Not here, but this pretend one's going to be snowing on Monday. So that shows how we do the weather and how we practice reading the weather forecast. I made one for you to practice at home too. Let me show you together. So here we have what I made for you. The same things. It has the directions on here. So when you pull it up, I'm going to ask that you go to File and then you go to Make a Copy, entire presentation, and then you just replace in the title, you just replace the word copy with your son or daughter's name. Then they can do the exact same thing we just did. Each card has 2 examples, and you just help read it to them. What is the weather going to be today? So there's some cards that are a little bit simpler, and then it's going to get super hard, and it's just differentiated for all of our students. So I might have some students do the whole thing, and some students only do a little bit. And parents, you can always help them do it and just model for them. So what is the weather going to be like today? They look at the sun, and they just drag the green circle over the sun. Oops, over the sun. And then the same thing, what's the weather going to be like today? We drag it over the rain. As you can see, it starts simpler, and then some of these latter cards require a lot more reading. And they have the full days of the week like we just did. And then some are even more reading. But again, if they can do it, awesome. If they need help, great. You model for them regardless. We're all learning and growing. If you guys ever try and bring these up and it won't let you, just request permission and I'll realize that I did it wrong. I promise you I'm trying to do it all correctly, but this is new for all of us. Anyways, enjoy practicing the weather forecast reading at home. See you later.